Welcome back to another hectic Sunday of the NFL, and we'd never want it any other way. So let's go over Week 6 overreactions. Well, we didn't think the Browns would be the one to hand the 49ers their first loss, but here we are. They started the pregame with a little scuffle that transferred onto the field. Brock Purdy wasn't looking like how we've seen him these last few weeks, but we do have to take into consideration that both Deebo Samuel and Christian McCaffrey left the game with injuries. So now here we are. And the 49ers sit at 5-1. Is this just the beginning of a decline, or just a bad game with some bad calls and a missed field goal? Either way, the 49ers may have had their worst game of the year. If we told you in the beginning of the year that the Texans and Bengals would have the same record in Week 6, would you have believed us? The Texans are sitting at 3-3 after defeating the Saints, and honestly, they're not looking too bad. Even with the interception, CJ Stroud threw for 199 yards and 2 touchdowns, and their next 2 weeks are looking pretty nice with a bye and then an 0-6 Carolina Panthers. The Texans are shaking up the AFC South. Talk about a back and forth game. The Eagles and Jets gave us something to watch. And thanks to this upset, we thank the Jets for making sure no teams in the NFL go undefeated this season. With Aaron Rodgers walking out in the pregame with no crutches and a small limp after 34 days after tearing his Achilles, maybe we do see Aaron Rodgers again this year. Well, maybe Zach Wilson is in fact keeping the seat warm for Aaron to come back for some playoff action. Honestly, who wouldn't want to see the Jets succeed after all of this? After thinking they had finally stopped the Eagles' brotherly shove and failing, they deserve this win. So, no. The Giants losing to the Bills isn't too much of an overreaction. But the Giants being 1-5 after all their offseason moves, not ideal. Joe Shane and Brian Dable were supposed to be the missing pieces to the puzzle, and yet now the Giants have to try and bounce back with the hardest schedule in the NFL. Daniel Jones is hurt, the offensive line is Swiss cheese. It's safe to say that the Giants are in deep, deep trouble.